Actually, it's interesting. I went to Culver, Military Academy, Culver Academy, and then I went to Notre Dame. And then my first football game ever was back in 1975. It was Indiana, here in Indiana. So, Hoosier State. So it's good to be back, and also, I don't know if you know the history of the Yankees, which is Mr. Steinbrenner, Culver Military Academy, and as well. And also, there's a little more history because Mr. Steinbrenner coached at one point at Purdue. So there's some Big Ten stuff, and this game means a lot to the New York Yankees. It means a lot to the Steinbrenner family. The Big Ten, for us to get to the Big Ten, it means a lot. Commissioner Delaney has been extremely supportive of New York City in terms of broadening the relationship, the partnership on the East Coast, ACC on the seaboard as well. So this is really important to the branding of college football expanding to the East Coast. This bowl is also important for collegiate athletics, especially for football, only because we are the only major bowl in the Northeast. So when the stadium was being built, Mr. Steinbrenner wanted to make sure that we would be able to host college football and bring big-time college football back to New York City and to the area. If you notice, in terms of recruiting in the Northeast, you take Pennsylvania, you take New Jersey, you take New York. There's a lot of great student athletes that come out of there. And Indiana, we've been doing the research, there's a great amount of alums that come from the Northeast, as well as people from Indiana tend to come to New York City in the metropolitan area. So we're hoping for a great matchup. Also, this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for the student athletes to come to New York City and to come to Yankee Stadium. We have provided a great opportunity for them to see the city and to experience New York City for Christmas. Some of the things we have prepared for them, it's like a comedy club one night. They're going to do Rockefeller Center, Top of the Rock. They're going to do 9/11 Memorial. There's the Radio City Music Hall with the Rockettes. And then also there is going to be a great holiday party at Yankee Stadium. And this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity only because the way the bowl system is rolling now, it appears though that it's going to be a while before any two teams going to come back to the same venue, for another 5 or 6 years. So I express to the fans and to the teams and also to the parents to take advantage of this opportunity. The last few days I've spent a lot of time with the team as well as with the coach, and I think I've gotten to know the coach. He's kind of a little different, but you got to focus. You can't just be passive with coach. But what I've learned from coach, and this is going on to my 6th bowl. I've been here at the inception of the game. Coach is very passionate about his players and his student athletes. He wants to win, but also too, there's another about him. I've learned over the last few days that there's a very strong caring and a bond that he has with these student athletes. It appears as though that he knows every one of their names. He's extremely passionate for their parents and their education, and he wants them to win. And for the seniors to go out without a bowl, since his background being in Oklahoma, he's been to a few national championships. I think he wants something for these kids. And I think he is preparing them for not only football was something for another life. And just so football happens to be a conduit for it. And his coaching staff tends to be on board with him. And it's just been, the last few days, it's been a very pleasant experience to watch. So I think you guys have something here. And I think the younger class is going to learn a lot from the senior class, and I think they respect the seniors. And I think it's going to be a great game. Coach Cutcliffe is a huge Yankee fan, and he is over the moon about this game, and he knows how to prepare his kids as well. And we're looking for a great game in New York City, and also you got to remember Duke feels as though that New York is a second city with them as well. That's the reason why you need to have your Hoosiers out there to figure out who is bringing that sea of red. So we are prepared in New York City and at Yankee Stadium to host a great game and also to do a great event.
All right, any questions for John? Identify yourself and let him know where you work, please.
Stuart Jackson with allhoosiers.com. Just what stood out to you the most about the pitch that Indiana's administration made to you guys in terms of getting this invitation to the bowl game?
Well, first of all, we took all things into account. When we go through the process, we sit there and look and say, who's hungry? They hadn't been to a bowl since, 2007? They had some really close games. They were almost there, but they were there. ABC was excited about them. They thought they'd be good, great TV. And I just think they're a very exciting team. So that's one of the things that we took into consideration. And the alumni base in New York City as well.
Zach Oster from the Indianapolis Star, you talked about that. I mean, how much did that alumni base resonate? And did you look at, I guess, the way it has sort of turned out when Indiana's gone back to basketball games in New York City in recent years and thinking about whether or not it would translate into a football game?
Yes, we took a lot of that into consideration, knowing that there is a presence of IU alum. And then there's the other side, whether or not they'd be able to jump on a plane, a direct flight, to come the day after Christmas. But we have a lot of confidence that your Hoosiers will come out on the 26th.
When you played at Notre Dame, what bowls did you go to, and what do you remember about that whole bowl experience as a student athlete?
That's interesting because I related to the kids today only because my freshman year, Dan Devine's last year, we played in the Sugar Bowl against Georgia. That was my freshman year. And my parents were like, oh, don't worry, we'll come back, we're going to another one. And it didn't happen again for another 4 years, 3 years, and at in the Liberty Bowl against Doug Flutie, 2 Heisman Trophy guys. Remember, freshman, you have to say it was Herschel Walker, my senior year was Doug Flutie. And we were the only team, we were the only seniors that had bowl experience. And today it was interesting when I went out to practice. The worst thing ever as a senior is losing your teammates because you're kind of lost. You say, what am I going to do? You're in the spring, you say to yourself, oh man, really? This is what you do? And you have no place to go. So now they have one chance to play. And I told them last night that this is extremely meaningful for them, and they can start a legacy in terms of playing in more bowls and have the opportunity to play in bowl and have that bowl experience, which is extremely important.
All right, anything else?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hope to see you.